Once, in a small, forgotten town nestled deep within the woods, stood an old house, its windows boarded up, its doors creaking with every gust of wind. Locals whispered about its dark history, warning children to stay away. They said the house had a hunger for souls, a thirst for fear. One stormy night, the Peterson family moved into the house. Tim, the youngest, felt a chill crawl down his spine as they crossed the threshold. His parents dismissed his unease, chalking it up to nerves. The first night alone in the house, Tim heard whispers echoing through the corridors, calling his name. He buried himself under the covers, trying to block out the sound, but it persisted, growing louder with each passing moment. The next morning, his family found him pale and trembling. Tim couldn't bring himself to tell them about the voices, fearing they'd think he was going mad. As the days passed, the whispers became more insistent, more menacing. Tim began seeing shadowy figures darting around corners, their eyes glowing with malice. He tried to escape the house's grasp, but every door seemed to lead back to the same haunted halls. One night, when his family was out, Tim found himself alone in the house. The whispers swirled around him, suffocating him with their icy breath. He stumbled through the darkness, searching for a way out. In the depths of the house, he discovered a hidden room, its walls covered in arcane symbols. In the center of the room stood a mirror, its surface rippling like water. Tim approached cautiously, his heart pounding in his chest. As he stared into the mirror, his reflection began to twist and contort, morphing into a grotesque mockery of himself. The whispers grew deafening, drowning out all other sound. With a scream, Tim shattered the mirror, breaking the spell that held him captive. The house shuddered, its walls groaning as if in pain. And then, blessed silence. Tim stumbled out of the house, gasping for breath, his mind reeling from the horrors he'd witnessed. He never looked back, leaving the whispering house to crumble into dust, its secrets buried forever in the depths of the forest. Years passed, and the Peterson house remained abandoned, a rotting husk hidden among the trees. Despite its sinister reputation, adventurous souls would occasionally dare each other to spend a night within its decaying walls, but none ever stayed long enough to uncover its secrets. One stormy evening, a group of teenagers stumbled upon the forgotten house while hiking through the woods. Drawn by morbid curiosity, they decided to explore its dark interior. As they ventured deeper into the house, they felt an oppressive weight pressing down on them, as if the very air itself was tainted with malevolence. Strange noises echoed from the shadows, and whispers brushed against their ears like ghostly fingers. Ignoring their growing unease, the teenagers pressed on, determined to uncover the truth behind the house's dark reputation. But as they delved deeper into its secrets, they soon realized they were not alone. Something lurked in the darkness, a sinister presence that hungered for their fear. One by one, the teenagers vanished into the shadows, their terrified screams swallowed by the night. Only one managed to escape, fleeing into the woods with terror-stricken eyes and a mind haunted by the horrors he had witnessed. He vowed never to return to that cursed place, but the memory of the whispering house would haunt him for the rest of his days, a chilling reminder of the darkness that lurked just beyond the edge of reality. Years went by, and the whispering house remained a forbidden legend in the town. No one dared to approach it, and those who once lived nearby did their best to erase it from their memories. However, the whispers of the house did not die with its reputation. Instead, they seeped into the fabric of the town, spreading like a creeping fog, infecting the dreams of those who slept nearby. People began to report strange occurrences in their homes, objects moving on their own, shadowy figures lurking in the corners of their vision, and the unmistakable sound of whispers echoing through the walls. As the whispers grew louder, the town descended into chaos. Fear gripped the hearts of its inhabitants, driving them to the brink of madness. Desperate to silence the voices, they sought out the source of the curse that had befallen them. With trembling hands and hearts heavy with dread, a group of brave souls ventured into the heart of the woods, guided by the faint whispers that beckoned them towards the abandoned house. As they approached the decrepit building, the air grew thick with malevolence, and the whispers intensified, wrapping around them like a suffocating shroud. But the group pressed on, driven by a determination to rid their town of the curse that had plagued it for so long. Inside the house, they confronted the darkness head-on, armed with nothing but their courage and the flickering light of their torches. They searched every inch of the decaying structure, unearthing long-forgotten secrets and confronting the restless spirits that dwelled within. And then, at last, they found it, the source of the whispers, hidden deep within the bowels of the house. With a solemn prayer and a steady hand, they banished the darkness back to the depths from whence it came, sealing the whispering house away for eternity. As they emerged from the woods, weary but victorious, the town breathed a sigh of relief. The whispers had been silenced, and peace returned to the once troubled streets. But deep in the heart of the forest, the whispering house remained, its secrets buried beneath layers of dust and decay. And though the town had been saved, the memory of the horrors they had faced would linger in their minds for generations to come, a chilling reminder of the fragility of their world and the darkness that lurked just beyond the edge of their reality. In the heart of a dense forest, where the trees whispered secrets of ages long past, stood Hollow Creek, a forgotten village with a history steeped in darkness. At its center loomed an old mansion, its walls weathered by time, its windows shattered like eyes that had seen too much. Legend whispered of the mansion's former occupants, the Hawthorne family, who had vanished without a trace one fateful night. Some said they were victims of foul play, while others claimed they were taken by the spirits that haunted the house. Years later, the mansion stood abandoned, a haunted relic of a bygone era. But when the Johnson family moved into the village, they saw it not as a place of fear, but as an opportunity for a fresh start. Tom Johnson, a rugged outdoorsman, had always dreamed of living in the wilderness, away from the hustle and bustle of city life. His wife, Sarah, a talented artist, saw the mansion as the perfect inspiration for her work. And their daughter, Emily, a curious soul with a love for adventure, was eager to explore every nook and cranny of their new home. As they settled into the mansion, strange things began to happen. Objects moved on their own, eerie noises echoed through the halls at night, and shadows danced along the walls like specters from another realm. At first, the Johnsons dismissed the occurrences as figments of their imagination, but as the days passed, the disturbances grew more frequent and more sinister. Emily, who had always been sensitive to the supernatural, began to feel a presence watching her, its gaze cold and unrelenting. Determined to uncover the truth behind the mansion's dark past, Emily delved into the village's history, scouring old records and speaking to the few remaining residents who remembered the Hawthorne family. What she discovered sent shivers down her spine, a tale of betrayal, revenge, and a curse that had plagued the mansion for generations. As Emily unraveled the mystery of the Hawthorne family's disappearance, she unwittingly unleashed forces beyond her control. The spirits that had long been trapped within the mansion's walls awakened with a thirst for vengeance, their anger fueled by centuries of suffering. As the Johnsons fought to survive the onslaught of supernatural terror, they realized that the only way to break the curse was to confront the darkness head-on. With courage and determination, they ventured into the heart of the mansion, facing their deepest fears and battling the malevolent spirits that lurked within. In the end, it was Emily who discovered the key to ending the curse, a long-forgotten ritual buried within the mansion's ancient archives. With the help of her family, she performed the ritual, banishing the spirits back to the realm from whence they came and freeing the mansion from their grip. As the sun rose over Hollow Creek, the Johnsons emerged from the mansion, battered but victorious. The curse had been lifted, and peace had finally returned to the village. But as they looked back at the mansion, now bathed in the warm light of dawn, they knew that its secrets would never truly be forgotten. And though they had faced unimaginable horrors, they emerged stronger, bound together by love and the shared triumph over the darkness that had once threatened to consume them. As the days passed, Hollow Creek began to heal from the scars of its haunted past. The Johnson family became an integral part of the community, sharing their story of triumph over evil and offering hope to those who still harbored fears of the mansion. Sarah's artwork, inspired by the beauty of Hollow Creek and the resilience of its people, gained recognition far beyond the village. Her paintings captured the essence of the forest, its ancient trees standing as silent sentinels against the encroaching darkness. Tom, with his knowledge of the wilderness, became a guide for those seeking adventure in the forest. He led tours through the woods, regaling visitors with tales of the mansion's haunted history and the bravery of his family in the face of danger. Emily, now wise beyond her years, became a beacon of hope for the children of Hollow Creek. She shared her experiences with them, teaching them to embrace their fears and to never lose hope, no matter how dark the night may seem. But despite their newfound fame and the peace that had returned to the village, the Johnsons could never fully escape the memory of the horrors they had faced. Nightmares plagued their sleep, and whispers still echoed in the darkness, a reminder of the evil that had once lurked within the mansion's walls. Yet, they found solace in each other, drawing strength from their love and their shared victory over the darkness. Together, they faced each day with courage and determination, knowing that as long as they had each other, they could overcome any challenge that came their way. And so, the Johnson family lived on in Hollow Creek, their bond unbreakable, their spirits unyielding. And though the mansion remained a silent sentinel, its secrets buried deep within its walls, the memory of the family who had dared to defy its curse would live on forever in the hearts of those who called Hollow Creek home. As the seasons changed, Hollow Creek blossomed into a vibrant community, its once forgotten streets now bustling with life. The Johnsons became pillars of strength and resilience, admired and respected by all who knew them. Their tale of triumph over darkness inspired hope and courage in the hearts of everyone in the village. Despite the tranquility that settled over Hollow Creek, the Johnsons remained vigilant, wary of the lingering shadows that still clung to the edges of their reality. Emily, now a young woman, continued her research into the supernatural, determined to uncover the mysteries that still lurked within the mansion's walls. One autumn evening, as the leaves turned golden and the air grew crisp, a strange fog descended upon the village, shrouding it in an eerie silence. Whispers echoed through the streets, their words unintelligible yet filled with a sense of foreboding. Sensing danger, Emily urged her family to seek refuge within the safety of their home. But as they made their way through the fog-shrouded streets, they were confronted by a sight that filled them with dread. The mansion, looming ominously in the distance, its windows glowing with an otherworldly light. Realizing that the spirits had returned, more powerful and vengeful than ever before, the Johnsons knew that they must once again confront the darkness that threatened to consume their village. Armed with courage and determination, they ventured into the heart of the fog, guided by the faint whispers that beckoned them towards the mansion. As they approached, they could feel the malevolent energy pulsating from its walls, threatening to engulf them in its icy embrace. But the Johnsons refused to back down, drawing strength from their love for each other and their unwavering resolve to protect their home. With every step they took, the fog grew denser, the whispers more insistent, but still they pressed on, their hearts filled with a fierce determination to banish the darkness once and for all. As they reached the mansion's imposing gates, they were met by a spectral figure, its eyes burning with hatred and malice. With a defiant cry, Emily stepped forward, facing the spirit head-on, her courage shining like a beacon in the darkness. With a burst of light, the spirit was vanquished, its malevolent energy dissipating into the ether. And as the fog lifted and the whispers faded into silence, Hollow Creek was once again bathed in the warm glow of dawn. The Johnsons emerged from the darkness victorious, their bond stronger than ever before. And though they knew that the spirits may one day return, they faced the future with hope and determination, knowing that as long as they stood together, they would always triumph over evil. As the sun rose over Hollow Creek, casting its golden light upon the village, the Johnsons stood hand in hand, their hearts filled with gratitude for the love and courage that had carried them through the darkest of nights. And as they looked out upon the beauty of their home, they knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they would always face them together, bound by a love that could never be broken. In a remote countryside, where the whispers of the wind danced through the trees like spectral melodies, stood a solitary mansion, its ancient facade bearing witness to the passage of centuries. Known as Ravenhurst Manor, the sprawling estate was shrouded in mystery, its dark history a cautionary tale whispered among the villagers. The Donovan family, seeking solitude and solace from the tumult of urban life, purchased Ravenhurst Manor with dreams of restoration and rejuvenation. James Donovan, a renowned architect, saw the decaying mansion as a canvas upon which to leave his mark. His wife, Elizabeth, an aspiring writer, envisioned the grand halls of Ravenhurst as the backdrop for her tales of mystery and intrigue. And their daughter, Amelia, a curious soul with an insatiable thirst for adventure, embraced the prospect of exploring the mansion's hidden secrets. As the Donovans settled into their new home, they soon realized that Ravenhurst Manor held more than just architectural wonders. Strange occurrences plagued their every waking moment, from inexplicable drafts that chilled them to the bone to eerie whispers that seemed to emanate from the very walls themselves. At first, the family dismissed these occurrences as the quirks of an old house, but as the days passed, the disturbances grew more frequent and more sinister. Shadows lurked in the corners of their vision, their movements fluid and unnerving, while the whispers grew louder, their words a sinister symphony of dread. Amelia, undeterred by the growing sense of unease that permeated Ravenhurst Manor, embarked on a quest to uncover the truth behind its haunted history. Armed with a flashlight and a journal, she ventured into the mansion's labyrinthine corridors, her curiosity driving her ever deeper into the darkness. As she explored the forgotten halls and hidden chambers of Ravenhurst Manor, Amelia uncovered secrets long buried beneath layers of dust and decay. She discovered the tragic tale of the mansion's former inhabitants, the Ravenscroft family, whose lives had been torn apart by betrayal and despair. But as Amelia delved deeper into the mansion's past, she unwittingly awakened forces beyond her comprehension. The spirits of the Ravenscrofts, restless and vengeful, sought retribution for the injustices that had befallen them, and they would stop at nothing to claim their revenge. As darkness descended upon Ravenhurst Manor, the Donovan family found themselves locked in a desperate struggle for survival. Haunted by specters from the past and besieged by malevolent forces beyond their understanding, they realized that they were not alone in the mansion's halls. With courage and determination, the Donovans fought to uncover the truth behind Ravenhurst Manor's dark past and put an end to the curse that threatened to consume them. Guided by the spirits of the Ravenscrofts, they braved ancient crypts and forgotten catacombs, facing unimaginable horrors at every turn. But as they drew closer to the heart of the mystery, they realized that their greatest challenge lay not in the shadows that lurked within Ravenhurst Manor, but in the darkness that dwelled within themselves. For the curse that haunted the mansion was not merely a malevolent force from beyond the grave, but a reflection of the pain and suffering that had consumed the Ravenscroft family so many years ago. In the end, it was love that saved the Donovan family from the darkness that threatened to consume them. United by their shared determination to confront the truth, they banished the curse from Ravenhurst Manor once and for all, freeing the spirits of the Ravenscrofts from their eternal torment. As dawn broke over the horizon, bathing Ravenhurst Manor in the warm glow of morning light, the Donovan family emerged from the darkness, their bond stronger than ever before. And though the memory of their ordeal would linger in their minds for years to come, they knew that they had faced their fears together and emerged victorious. As they looked out upon the tranquil countryside that stretched before them, they knew that Ravenhurst Manor would always hold a special place in their hearts. For it was within its ancient walls that they had discovered the true meaning of courage, love, and the enduring power of the human spirit. As the days passed, the Donovan family found solace in the newfound peace that settled over Ravenhurst Manor. With the curse lifted and the spirits of the Ravenscrofts finally at rest, the once haunted mansion became a sanctuary of tranquility and beauty. James poured his passion into restoring Ravenhurst Manor to its former glory, channeling his architectural prowess into preserving its historical significance while infusing it with modern comforts. Elizabeth found inspiration in the serene surroundings, her writing flourishing as she penned tales of hope and redemption that echoed the triumphs of their own journey. Amelia, emboldened by her experiences, embraced her role as the guardian of Ravenhurst Manor's legacy. With a newfound sense of purpose, she immersed herself in the study of the occult and paranormal, determined to ensure that the horrors of the past would never again darken the halls of her beloved home. As the seasons turned and Ravenhurst Manor blossomed beneath their care, the Donovans became beloved figures in the surrounding community. Visitors flocked to the estate, drawn by tales of its haunted history and captivated by its newfound beauty. But amidst the tranquility, whispers of a new mystery began to stir. Rumors spread of a hidden chamber within Ravenhurst Manor, its existence known only to the spirits that had once haunted its halls. Some claimed that it held untold riches, while others whispered of ancient artifacts imbued with dark power. Intrigued by the mystery, Amelia embarked on a quest to uncover the truth behind the hidden chamber. With the help of her family, she combed through the mansion's archives and delved into the secrets of its construction, piecing together clues hidden within its walls. As they unearthed the secrets of Ravenhurst Manor, they soon realized that the hidden chamber held more than just material wealth. It was a gateway to another realm, a realm of unimaginable power and untold danger. Undeterred by the risks, the Donovans ventured into the depths of Ravenhurst Manor, their hearts filled with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. Guided by the spirits of the Ravenscrofts, they navigated a labyrinth of ancient corridors and forgotten passages, their journey fraught with peril at every turn. But as they neared the hidden chamber, they encountered a force more powerful than any they had faced before. A malevolent presence, ancient and vengeful, sought to claim their souls for its own, drawing strength from the darkness that dwelled within Ravenhurst Manor's darkest depths. With courage and determination, the Donovans confronted the darkness head-on, their love for each other and their unwavering resolve their only weapons against the encroaching shadows. In a climactic battle that tested their strength and resolve, they banished the malevolent presence back to the realm from whence it came, sealing the hidden chamber and safeguarding Ravenhurst Manor from its ancient curse once and for all. As they emerged from the depths of Ravenhurst Manor, weary but triumphant, the Donovans knew that their journey was far from over. For the mysteries of the mansion were vast and ever unfolding, and they had only just scratched the surface of the secrets that lay hidden within its ancient walls. But as they looked out upon the tranquil countryside that stretched before them, they knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they would face them together, bound by a love that had conquered even the darkest of shadows. And as they walked hand in hand into the warmth of the dawn, they knew that Ravenhurst Manor would always be their home, a sanctuary of light and hope in a world fraught with darkness and despair. As the seasons passed, Ravenhurst Manor stood as a beacon of hope and resilience, its once haunted halls now filled with warmth and light. The Donovans' victory over the darkness had cemented their legacy in the annals of Hollowwood lore, and their story became a source of inspiration for generations to come. With the hidden chamber sealed and the malevolent presence banished, the Donovans turned their attention to restoring Ravenhurst Manor to its former glory. James poured his expertise into preserving the mansion's architectural splendor, while Elizabeth's writing flourished as she chronicled their family's journey of triumph over adversity. Amelia, now a young woman of remarkable courage and determination, dedicated herself to unraveling the mysteries that still lingered within Ravenhurst Manor's ancient walls. Guided by the spirits of the Ravenscrofts, she delved into the mansion's archives, uncovering forgotten secrets and lost treasures hidden within its labyrinthine corridors. But amidst their newfound tranquility, whispers of a new threat began to stir. Strange occurrences plagued Hollowwood once more, and rumors spread of a sinister force gathering strength in the shadows, its malevolent influence threatening to shatter the fragile peace that the Donovans had fought so hard to preserve. Determined to protect their home and the village they had come to love, the Donovans embarked on a quest to uncover the source of the darkness that threatened to engulf them once more. Armed with courage and conviction, they delved into the heart of Hollowwood's darkest secrets, facing ancient curses and vengeful spirits with unwavering resolve. As they journeyed deeper into the shadows, they encountered allies and adversaries alike, each with their own motives and desires. Some sought to aid them in their quest, while others sought to thwart their efforts at every turn. But through it all, the Donovans remained steadfast in their determination to confront the darkness and restore peace to Hollowwood once more. With every step they took, they drew closer to the truth, unraveling the mysteries of their village's haunted past and uncovering the sinister forces that sought to tear their world apart. In a final showdown against the darkness that threatened to consume them, the Donovans faced their greatest challenge yet. With the fate of Hollowwood hanging in the balance, they stood united against the forces of evil, their hearts filled with hope and their spirits ablaze with courage. And as the sun rose over Ravenhurst Manor, casting its golden light upon the village below, the Donovans emerged victorious, their bond stronger than ever before. For they had proven that even in the darkest of times, love and courage could conquer all, and that no matter how formidable the shadows may be, they could never extinguish the light of hope that burned within their hearts. As they looked out upon the tranquil countryside that stretched before them, they knew that their journey was far from over. But as long as they stood together, hand in hand, they would face whatever challenges lay ahead, secure in the knowledge that their love would always light the way through even the darkest of nights.